Alright, hello and welcome to this first video in our lab tutorial. For the first part, we're going to just set up the software and make sure everything's installed properly so that we don't have to worry about that later when it comes to using the software. We'll be running through these very quickly, so feel free to pause the video along the way if you need to. Alright, there are 4 applications that we'll be using for these labs. 2 of them will be desktop applications, and then the other 2 will be mobile applications. We'll be using mobile phones, smartphones, for a lot of the labs. If you don't have a smartphone, go ahead and talk to us as early as you can so that we can figure out some alternative solutions. Most of the labs we can figure out other ways of doing it. It's just not as easy as using a smartphone. Alright, so the first tools, we've got Tracker, and that one is a video analysis tool. Basically, you take a video of your experiment, you track an object, and then you get position data from that, which you can use then for your analysis. Graphical analysis is a graphing program. It allows you to do certain fits on it, like a sign fit, that you can't do on other programs like Excel. So that will be very important for some of our labs. The Measure app, we use that for measuring angles, not distance. So we'll be using that for a couple labs. All right, and then the Firefox app is a smartphone sensor app that uses the sensors that are built into your smartphone, such as the accelerometer and the microphone. Alright, so we've got Tracker. We're going to go ahead and install that. So just open a search engine and search for phys-lits.org/tracker. And I'm going to switch over and do that now so you can follow along. If you already know how to install programs, this may be easy for you, but for those of you that don't know how, we're just going to walk through the steps. It's not too hard. Alright, and we've got phys-lits.org/tracker. For those of you that have Windows PCs, you can go ahead and use the Windows installer. For Mac or Linux, you can click on those appropriate links as well. I've got a Windows PC, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. And just go ahead and save it where you want. Okay, once that finishes downloading, you can go ahead and open the installation tool. And click Next and just walk through the steps on this. So accept the agreement and save it. And we do not need the videos and experiments. I think these are just examples. We're not going to use those. If you want to check out these experiments, you can, although that's kind of what the point of these tutorial videos are for, so you don't need those. Let's go ahead and click Next. Alright, once this finishes installing, it'll go ahead and open Tracker. We're not going to use it right now, but you can just see what it looks like, and then we'll close it and move on to the next one. Alright, don't need to see the README file, and finish. Alright, and that's Tracker. In the third video, we'll show how to walk through setting up that, but for now, I'm just going to go ahead and close that. With graphical analysis, we're going to go ahead and do a search for that as well, so go ahead and type in vernier.com/graphical-analysis, and I'm going to jump over there and do that now. Again, that's vernier.com/graphical-analysis. Okay, so this one looks like it's only available for Windows and Mac. If you've got Linux, you can do most of the stuff with Google Sheets or with Excel. You can't do sign fits with those, but we can probably figure out something that will let you calculate those as well. So just let us know if you don't have Windows or Mac. Just a note here, I noticed after I recorded it that graphical analysis is available through the Chrome Web Store. I tried using that on my computer and it didn't work for whatever reason. But if you don't have Mac or Windows, I would encourage you to try that and see if it works. If it doesn't, let us know, but that might be another option. And once that one finishes downloading, again, I'm just going to go ahead and click on that and open the installation tool. Alright, once that's open, we'll just go ahead and walk through these installation steps as well. Shouldn't take too long. I'm going to go ahead and click Finish, and again that will open graphical analysis. We're not going to use it right now, but you can just see what it looks like real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and close that. Alright, next up is the Measure app. I have an iPhone, so I use the default Measure app for that to measure the angles. If you don't have it already installed on your iPhone, you can go ahead and just search it on the App Store and download it that way. If you've got Android or some other operating system, just go ahead and search your App Store just for Level App, or you could search Bubble Level or whatever other types. There's lots of types of Level apps, so just go ahead and find something that works. And again, if you don't have a smartphone, just use a protractor or talk to us and we can figure something out. Alright, the last one is the Firefox app, and like I said earlier, this is a smartphone sensor app, so it uses the sensors that are built into your phone, like the accelerometer and the microphone. So if you've got the App Store or the Google Play Store from Android, you can go ahead and use those. It's not available, I don't think it's available on other app stores, so if you don't have Apple or Android, then go ahead and search for some alternative sensor app. Firefox app is not the only one out there. There's some other ones that I've tried on my iPhone. I imagine there might be some for other operating systems. So just go ahead and search for that. And if you don't have a smartphone at all, talk to us as soon as you can so that we can figure out some alternatives. There's ways of doing the experiments without a smartphone. It's just not as easy. So, and that concludes this video. On the next one, we'll go ahead and walk through using some of the basic tools for experiments, and also we'll do a sample experiment so that you can try out some of the stuff that we've been talking about.